The site of the James Thurber House and adjacent Thurber Center began as a mental health hospital. The facility burned to the ground in 1868, resulting in numerous deaths. During the early 1900s, the subsequent owner of the rebuilt property accidentally shot and killed himself while handling a gun that he believed was not loaded. He guessed erroneously. Another account supposition that the deceased accidentally shot himself after catching his wife in the act of adultery. From 1913 until 1918, while he attended Ohio State University as a member of the Phi Kappa Psa fraternity, Thurber rented the house on Jefferson Avenue. Thurber was the editor of the student magazine, The Sundial. When Thurber was 7, he and his brothers were playing a game of William Tell. One of his brothers shot him in the eye with an arrow. He lost the eye, and the injury eventually caused him to become nearly entirely blind. A noted neurologist suggested that Thurber's imagination might have become derived by Charles Bonnet Syndrome. This condition causes complex visual hallucinations in individuals who've experienced various levels of visual loss. He would never earn his degree due to his poor eyesight and was also prohibited from joining the ROTC Corps. From 1918 until 1920, Thurber was employed as a code clerk with the United States Department of State and assigned to the Paris Embassy. When he returned to Columbus, Ohio, he began a career as a reporter for the Columbus Dispatch. He remained between 1921 to 1924 reviewing books, films, and theater in a weekly column. He returned to Paris during this stretch, writing freelance for the Chicago Tribune and other newspapers. Thurber would find his ultimate niche in New York City, first as a reporter for the New York Evening Post, and a year later when he joined the editorial staff of the New Yorker magazine. His humorous cartoons, which elevated him to fame, nearly didn't materialize. His friend and fellow contributor E.B. White found some of his drawings in a trash can and submitted them for publication. The readership found his work both innovative and poignant. He contributed both his writings and drawings to the New Yorker until the 1950s. Thurber was considered one of the most popular humorists of the mid-20th century. Several of his works, including The Male Animal, The Battle of the Sexes, and The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, were adapted into films. His illustrations tended to lampoon and exaggerate, but consistently struck his target's vulnerable weaknesses. He died from a blood clot on his brain and complications from pneumonia during November 1961 at the age of 66. His death was preceded by several small strokes and hardening of the arteries. Although he drifted in and out of consciousness towards the end of his life, he never misplaced his wit. According to his wife Helen, he frequently muttered, "God bless, God damn." His short residential tenure on Jefferson Street provided him with several paranormal experiences. He captured one in a story, The Night the Ghost Got In. The story involves a tormented man who, after pacing around the kitchen and running up the stairs, shoots and kills himself. His personal experience with the paranormal has not been unique, as incidences of footsteps, shadowy figures, and flying books within the house have been documented by others. The building has 3 floors and became established as a museum in 1984. The majority of the rooms on the first 2 floors are preserved to appear as though Thurber is still living there. His quirkiness is magnified by an ancient out-of-tune piano, headless mannequin wearing an antique dress, and numerous photos and drawings, some signed and donated by notable authors and guests. One shouldn't expect anything less after becoming familiar with Thurber's work. The surrounding Thurber Park is an oval terrain of less than an acre, both quirky and well-maintained. The space offers an oasis of tranquility on the periphery of downtown Columbus. Architectural gems, artwork, a gazebo, and diversity surround.